You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
First this morning, new details in the triple murder that shocked a Rockdale community. What we're learning about the next steps for the man accused.
Just minutes from now, people in Clayton County and Mableton will cast their ballots in the special elections. We're breaking down what you need to know before you vote.
And we're all under a freeze warning to start off our day today, but a big warm-up is coming our way. We'll talk more about it coming up.
I-20 is a mess. There you go. I-20 at Lithonia Industrial Boulevard. A lot of brake lights. It's not because of any crashes or stalls. It's just volume.
Today, voters in communities across the metro will cast their ballots for some important local elections.
Polls open in about 10 minutes. Liza Lucas has looked at closely walked races in Clayton County and the city of Mableton.
In just minutes, polls will open for today's special election, and we want to give you a look at some of the key races taking place. Today across Clayton County, voters will head to the polls to select a new sheriff. You can see all of the 5 candidates here on your screen. The residents of District 75 will also vote on a Georgia House of Representatives seat. Turning to Cobb County and the next step for Mableton cityhood, locals today will elect their first mayor and council members. Here in Jonesboro, residents will also select a new mayor and 2 city council seats. We're going to be tracking results throughout the course of the day. You can also find the latest on 11alive.com. In Jonesboro, I'm Liza Lucas, sending it back to you.
It is 6:48 now, sticking with your 11 minutes of nonstop news.
We're still working to find out if a man accused of killing 3 people in Rockdale County will be in court this morning. This is 21-year-old Jalen Gray. He is accused of shooting 3 people in a Rockdale County home, including a 17-year-old student from Heritage High School. The other 2 victims were 50 and 51.
I'm Christy Diaz in Atlanta. 2 people died in an accident involving an ambulance and an SUV. The Fulton County Medical Examiner has now identified both people. 32-year-old Takeda Miles of Covington was the ProCare EMS worker riding in the ambulance, and 29-year-old Jada Watley of East Point was driving the black SUV. The cars crashed head-on at the intersection of Campbellton Road and Kimberly Road Southwest. Around 1 p.m. yesterday, it caused extensive damage to both vehicles. The ambulance door was ripped off and laying in the grass, and the SUV was flipped over. The ambulance was transporting a patient at the time. We're told that patient and the driver of the ambulance survived, but are now being treated for injuries.
Former President Donald Trump's legal team wants a Fulton County special grand jury's report thrown out. It details possible crimes related to the 2020 presidential election. They recently filed a motion to block prosecutors from using evidence in the report and further investigation. Parts of the report remain secret. It recommends indictments for at least 12 people. Mr. Trump is facing possible legal trouble in New York this morning. A Manhattan grand jury is deciding whether to indict him in connection to a case involving paying hush money to an adult film star. The Today Show has the latest right after 11 Alive Morning News. And that was a look at your Tuesday morning headlines.
Cold start, but a warm-up is coming.
That's right. The warmer weather is going to be here just even into this afternoon. We're starting off with that freeze warning this morning. That's going to be until 10 a.m. And once we get past 10 o'clock, we'll all be above freezing, and we stay above freezing for the rest of this week. Now, right now, temperature is sitting at about 37 degrees in Atlanta. We have 30 degrees in Covington, 27 in Carrollton, 28 in Peachtree City. There you're seeing also 30 degrees up towards Thomaston. Right now, 24 in Blairsville. As we head throughout today, all these temperatures are going to be rising into the 50s and 60s. 34 for Atlanta, possibly even by about 7 o'clock. So maybe seeing those temperatures drop down a degree or more as we head throughout the next hour or so. And then as we head into this afternoon, those temperatures are going to be rising again to the 50s and 60s. A little bit of cloud cover for far north Georgia, but once you get closer onto the metro and further to the south, those are going to be spots that see a little more in the way of sunshine. Moving into tonight, temperatures falling down into the 40s, going to be having a bit of cloud cover pass through, and then some showers once we get to about noon, seeing some light to moderate showers right there along the Tennessee, North Carolina, and Georgia state lines. We move into the afternoon. That's going to continue to pass on through. Got about a 20% chance for rain in the Atlanta metro. I think a majority of this is going to be staying well north of the city, though. Moving into the evening there for Wednesday and into Thursday morning, temperatures starting off in the 40s and 50s, and yes, into the upper 70s, lower 80s for the afternoon there on Thursday. Early severe weather outlook showing that as we head throughout the day on Saturday, we're going to have a cold front sweep through. That cold front is going to bring the chance for some strong to severe storms for our neighbors in Alabama, Mississippi, Mississippi, Tennessee, and right there through Arkansas and Louisiana. Now, those storms are going to be heading in our direction, but they should be much weaker by the time they arrive to us. Maybe a strong storm or two still, something we'll keep a close eye on, but I think we'll get just mainly rainfall there for Saturday morning. This is at 5 a.m. by 9:30, still passing through the region. Even into the early hours of the afternoon, still some lingering showers, but for the middle to latter part of the afternoon on Saturday, the shower activity gets out of here and we'll be left with drier conditions as temperatures rise into the mid-70s for highs there on Saturday and Sunday. Sunday at 10 on the whizometer, looking like a beautiful day. And then Monday, some shower activity returning with highs in the lower 70s.
Continuing your 11 minutes of nonstop news with a live look in Miami Beach, Florida, one of the top destinations for spring break travel. This morning, a new report from AAA shows 87% of people in Georgia plan to travel sometime this year, but for spring break season, 41% of Georgians plan to take a vacation. Another 18%, they're not decided yet if they will take spring break this year. This morning, there is a new push to change how your child travels on a plane.
The Association of Flight Attendants wants kids to fly in their own secure seats. They point to recent flights involving severe turbulence and crashed flights that have caused injury or death to children. The union says children under 2 should be in FAA-approved car seats and buckled into their own seats, not on laps. They say it's much safer than being in the arms of a parent.
This is a life and death matter. A child that's not properly restrained today on any one of those flights that we've seen recently, that child is going to be flung to the ceiling, potentially hit their head, likely going to be very hurt or killed.
With this proposal, parents are concerned about costs. Families on tight budgets could pay hundreds, if not thousands of dollars more in airfare. This morning, Gwinnett County organizations are coming together to make sure unaccompanied teens have somewhere safe to go. Gwinnett Housing Corporation partnered with Positive Impact International and Gwinnett County Safe Place. With a $160,000 grant, they are now able to rent homes just like this for teens and kids to stay in temporarily. It is the largest amount of money they've ever received. The CEO says with this money, they're able to rent and open 4 more homes to these kids, and the spots are filling up fast.
The way these kids are staying, it's made it more urgent to us that we have to do more. Like, we have to do more. In about 2 months, we will have no more beds, and we're going to need more houses.
Very important work they're doing there. And during their stay, the program is preparing these kids for the next step. They're being taken care of by a house parent. They're also going to school and sometimes working part-time. They have access to financial literacy programs, social workers, and even guidance counselors. She tells us some of the kids have gone on to do great things, college, getting jobs, and becoming successful. Wilder says the best way to help with their mission is to learn what the National Safe Place program is all about. Head on over to nationalsafeplace.org to learn more.
So we all love you, but who do you pick as your coach, Kate?
Atlanta's own Kate Martin got to pick her coach last night. She was a 4-chair turn on The Voice, and she picked someone she's been a lifelong fan of.
Team Kelly.
I love to see how happy Kelly was about that. We are so excited to follow Kate's journey. This morning, she has a message for her home city of ATL.
Hi, everyone. It's Kate Martin, and I'm on Team Kelly this season of The Voice. I'm so excited to represent Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you for the support, and be sure to keep watching the show right here on 11 Alive.
Well, we have a big warm-up ahead of us. 34 for this morning is the low we're going with, 60 though for the high. And you see the rest of the 7-day forecast, we're staying above that 34 mark. We're not even going to be back in the 30s for lows here for the rest of the week. The temperatures rising even all the way up to 81 degrees as we head throughout the day there on Friday. Seeing a 20% chance for rain. That's going to be late in the day on Friday. And then on Saturday, a 40% chance for scattered storms. That's going to be for the morning time frame mainly, possibly even as late as the early portion of the afternoon as storms pass through. That's going to be associated with a cold front. That's going to bring a bit of a cool down into the 60s for lows, but mid-70s for highs on Saturday, mid-70s for highs on Sunday. That's still well above average for this time of year. And then another bit of a cool down there on Monday with a 30% chance for rain and temperatures rising into the lower 70s for highs.
Finally this morning, Tyler Perry not forgetting where he came from. He posted this video on Instagram of him taking a ride in his Geo Metro. He has told the story many times that before fame and fortune, he was homeless, living inside a car just like this one. The message he had to his followers: if you are still in the struggle, please fight on. That is a great inspiring message from Geo Metro to one of the biggest homes in Atlanta, soundstage in Southwest Atlanta.
An influence around the world.
Yes.
Yeah. Never forget where you started from.
He worked hard.
Yeah.
I mean, he earned it.
Yeah.
People in the comments were saying, how did he fit in that
I
car?
know, he's a very tall man in a very small car. All right, everybody, hope you have a great day. Today's show is next, and we look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow morning.